want to go live in Fairhaven. It just seems like the most pleasant place, and I love it, and I want to live there. Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Valerie, and if you are not already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you've already hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that like button and that little follow bell so that you can get notified on all my upcoming videos. So I asked on Reddit and Twitter for your questions about the game that I did this year called Wildflowers. If you don't know about Wildflowers, it is a magical witchy farming simulator. It was released on Apple Arcade earlier this year, and there are rumors that it will be soon on other platforms. I don't have the details on that. I don't know. I wish I knew, because I'm waiting to be able to play it on my console as well, because I unfortunately don't have Apple Arcade. So I asked you guys for your questions about the game, about Tara, about anything you want to know about the recording process, and I thought I would answer those here today. So a little backstory if you don't know the game. I play a character named Tara Wylde. She is a young city girl who ends up moving back to a small town where her grandmother lives to help her take care of the farm and like take care of her because she's getting old. And you discover that you're a witch. It's one of the best projects, the best experiences I've ever had as an actor, and I've just been so proud and excited to be a part of this, and it's just been the biggest joy. All right, let's get into questions. Lauren on Twitter asks, how many sounds do you have to record for those random noises that Tara makes while doing stuff? So those things are called efforts. They're any of the like sounds that a character makes while walking or picking something up. And you have to do a lot of them. Usually you do them towards like the end of your sessions when you're kind of wrapping, or the beginning. Just kind of depends on the game's process. But for Tara, because you play as me the entire game, I had to do so many. I had to do like tons of jumps and yes and no and walking sounds and running sounds and like waving the wand sounds and like literally anything you can think of I had to do. Bent Fabric on Twitter asks, did you have a favorite line of dialogue or scene that felt personal, emotional to record? I did. It was actually one of my very first sessions when there's a very emotional scene that I don't want to spoil, but it's between Tara and her grandma Hazel. And my grandma was named Grandma Hazel, and doing that scene was, it wasn't, I don't want to say it was hard to do because it felt very just like connected and real, but it ended up being one of the most special moments that I've had in any session. The project was directed by Crizia Bejos, and her direction for the whole project was wonderful, but that scene in particular really stood out to me as a favorite. And then Tara also has so many really funny one-liners, and I love comedy, so that was a blast for me. Tenacious Torrent asks, do you think there should be a dog you can get to know and eventually adopt a name? Maybe some sort of farming dog? Yes. So I love that there's the cat that you can pet. That's like one of the coolest things. I'm a dog person. I want a dog in the game. Studio Dry Dog, please put a dog in the game. Jocelyn on Twitter asks, who is your favorite character other than Tara? Probably Amira. Mostly because I just, as a queer person, Amira's lines are so flirtatious and so bold. She flirts hard. And like, I would like get flustered. Like, this video game character has got game. Like, she's my favorite character. And then I also have so many friends in the game. Shelby Young is one of my very dear friends. I'm friends with Sissy Jones. I'm friends with like Craig Lee Thomas, with Zara Fuzzle, like just a really fabulous cast. So just, I liked getting to play off of my friends. Tiffany Nicole on Twitter asks, will there be a second story? I love this game so much. I don't know. That's not up to me. I wish it was. Let the team know how much you love the game and how much you want more of it. I know the team really appreciates knowing that people resonate with the game. I would be all for it though. I want to play Tara again so much. I love her. I love her so much. The Giraffe President on Reddit asks, I was wondering how funny it was to do all the mining noises. Again, that goes back into the effort stuff. I laugh through efforts. I have a really hard time keeping a straight face doing it because it's like an hour of going like, huh, huh, huh. Like, I can't even do it with a straight face now. It makes me giggle. I don't keep a straight face through anything, so. Committee Living on Reddit also asks about additional storylines. Again, we don't know. I'm sorry, I wish I had a better answer for you. Committee Living also asks, what was the hardest line to say? This answer contains spoilers. If you don't want this spoiled, go to this time code. So, as I mentioned, my real life grandma is named Grandma Hazel. I had a lot of similarities to Tara's life over the course of the storyline. A lot of things lined up with my own life in a very weird way. One of them being that my own Grandma Hazel in real life actually passed away while we were about halfway through recording. And one of the following sessions, I had to do Tara's lines in the cemetery and during the funeral. And the production team was really, really kind and really sensitive to how I was feeling. They asked me if I needed to do it a different day or hold it off. We ended up going through it, and it was so hard, but also in a way cathartic. And my grandma is also a very magical person, like Grandma Hazel in Wildflowers. And I always felt like I got my superstition and love of magic and belief that there is more to the world from her. So it was very special, but also very hard. And that's part of why this game is so special to me. Prestigious Baby 661 on Reddit also wants to know if there were any other characters that I vibed with. Besides Amira, I really loved Grandma Hazel just because of how sassy she was. I also really like Giva. Gosh, that's a hard question. I love them all. I want to go live in Fairhaven. If I could go live in Fairhaven, I 100% would. It just seems like the most pleasant place, and I love it, and I want to live there. And those are all of the questions that you guys submitted. I will probably do a part 2 of this, especially after the game goes wide release, just because I'm sure there's going to be more people who have more questions and stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for all of your questions, especially those of you who sent me really kind notes on Twitter and on Reddit. I just was really touched. I'm so glad that you love the game. I am so touched by the messages you guys have said about my work in the game. Again, it's a project that means so much to me, and seeing that it's resonating with people really, really does touch my heart. So thank you. I really, really appreciate that, and I feel like I can't say that enough. Anyway, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I am back on my schedule of posting regularly, and let me know what you want to see next. All right, everyone, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.